Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Camp Race League, and we are back for an exhibition event, and for the second year in a row on this channel. So I think I said this last year when I did this race for Thanksgiving Day. I used to have a Thanksgiving special race I did for 4 years, maybe 5 years. Yeah, 5 years actually, or 5 seasons in a row, or years or whatever. I did on my old channel back when I was doing stop motion races with cars in my old bedroom back at home. Well, of course, last race we had on the channel was my cup finale, which kind of bombed in the viewership and in their reactions in general for the championship and stuff. But anyway, with all that out of the way, this off season I've already been working exponentially and a lot on the next season cars for the amateur series and the cup series. And believe it or not, I actually have almost the whole field done. Got to do some more secondary schemes, the rest of the cup part-time schemes, all the amateur cars that are 1000% confirmed are done. But if there's any new random add-ons, which I kind of doubt it, that will get worked on eventually. But anyway, back here today. So this is the 2025, the 7th edition of the Thanksgiving special. So since this is technically the 20th year to CRL with the add-on of the Golden Era, which would have started from 2006 till 2009. And of course, the current era is stuff, the pre-BMR era, BMR era, and currently the CRL era, which likely will be what the serial name will be for a very, very long time. Will be the longest named era. It'll take over the pre-BMR era in the next few years. Yeah, this is basically going to be a family kind of themed race here. This basically has every member in my family, except for Eli Johnson due to his suspension at the end of the current Cup season due to things outside of racing. And yeah, so this is basically kind of the whole Campbell family invitational race today. And don't worry, when we run the New Year's shootout, that will actually have a lot of the main CRL field in the current day stuff, and I might have to make some more next gen cars for some of the amateur drivers who don't have a next gen car yet, or don't have a separate number for a next gen car just yet for their qualifier, and if they are in the actual race. Anyway, with that all out of the way, let's see who all is in this 19 driver field here today. So starting off, you have Caleb Campbell in the 46. Actually, I'm going to go to helicopter view. It's a lot easier to see this. Caleb Campbell in the 46. First semester Georgia Southern. And you know what I've been doing this offseason? I've actually been grinding back into doing running all the time now. Like, I used to run cross-country track in high school. And I am actually currently, when this race has ran, well, this race already ran before the third of these races. I am currently in a series doing 3 turkey trots this month where I live at now. I did the one in the town I live in. Did one in Statesboro last week, and there's another one in Statesboro at a place called Mill Creek Park on Thanksgiving morning. And this race will be up after that race, and hopefully I get a run there. I've actually, for the first time ever, have gotten medals in my age group for a 5K turkey trot. I did a 10K years ago and got a medal for it, but this being the 5Ks and really getting back to my cross country record time. Actually, I broke my personal record last race I've done. Yeah, it's been very cool so far to be able to do that. And I think hopefully by the time this race comes out, I could have a third medal coming into this race. At first place, second place, third place don't matter, but it'd be really cool to get the first place one because it'd be a sweep in my age group for the first place medal. But with that out of the way here, Caleb Campbell is once again on the pole. The Lone Ranger is the pole sitter here in today's race. Then you have Jet Turner start second in the 4 car. Jet got his first Cup Series win this year at Phoenix. And he has 4 CRL wins so far, second full year running. But Jet could be a silent threat next year, I feel like. And believe it or not, you have 2 more Turners right behind Caleb. Jace Turner, 27, the 27 car. 3 Cup wins last year. Very good rebound season after not having a great year the year before. And, yeah, Jason the 4th in the Cup Series standings. And his sister, Jalen Turner, right next to him, was the Cup Series runner-up. 1 point behind Jalen Bounds. And, you know, with certain if this did not actually happen or some point change did not happen, I think Jalen Turner could have been the Cup champion last year. But also, too, she also did have a crap ton of, like, runner-ups and top 5s, too, which would have helped her be the champion, even if she had 1 win or no wins to her name this past year. But, yeah, Jalen Turner, still a very good year. And she is actually the early odds-on favorite, in my opinion, for the Cup Series title next year. Then you have my father, Ben Campbell, in the 21, starting 5th. And also, fun fact, too, I did not mention this in any of the posts just yet. I am actually going to do top 3s based on eras these drivers came from. The pre-BMR era is already locked up with 2 of them, so it's either me or Madison winning that one. But yeah, the other groups, the Golden Era group, which my dad, Ben Campbell, is in, and like the Turners and everyone else there in the CRL era group, those groups are going to be competitive tonight in this race, most likely. But yeah, Ben Campbell in 21 car, he does lead the Golden Era group. Jet leads the CRL Era group right now at the moment. Then, of course, I am on the pole, so I lead the pre-BMR Era group. Yeah, Ben Campbell 21 car did run the 96 series this season, where he did end up getting a race win at Dover. Another driver that went Dover, Nia Ferris. She's under Nia J on this list still, and I actually put her real name in near the end of last year and decided to refer to her with that. Yeah, not Nia Ferris got her first career win, and what's unfortunate for her is that seems like a bit of a fluke win now because that was her only top 5 and top 10 in Cup last year. So that just means she really had an abysmal year as a rookie. And I mean, I think William Bounce did beat her in points after missing most of the season, but yeah, she didn't really have a great year, and I think she's the only driver that didn't have a great year, that did not go down to the amateur series for next year in this field. So then you got Gracie Bartlett in 22. Gracie got her first CRL base series title in the COT series, and she did get her first cup win at COTA last year. I feel like Gracie Bartlett can run good. There is a new rating system I'll probably mention during this race at some point that could hold her and her siblings back since they aren't as active as drivers compared to like a Jalen Bales or the Turners. But yeah, Gracie Bartlett still had a very good year and a top 10 in the points and was runner-up in the Rookie of the Year standings to Megan Bell. Then you have Madison Yates. Madison technically was retired last year, but has come back for some of these one-offs. Helped out when William was out with injury, too. Yeah, Madison Yates 95 car, Emory University. I think that is the school she went to for college. Yeah, Madison, my longest tenured cousin in this field. She started out the same year as me. Of course, me and her preview Martin Air drivers will be going at it for that first place spot in that podium group. But yeah, Madison Yates, still a very good driver. The second most wins among drivers in this field, third most all time with 98 career wins. So Madison, she knows how to win races, and she is considerably, definitely still one of the top 5 drivers in CRL history. Then you have but 2 more Bounds here. Billy Bounds, the father of Jalen and William Bounds, he is in this race. So along with the Golden Era, he is one of the drivers that had added into that era. Ended up winning the 2009 Cup title. And I know he got one Daytona 500. It was either 07 or 08 he won. I don't remember the exact year. I can go fact check it later on, or we'll see it next year when I post the Daytona 500 winners, because we are on the 20th anniversary of that race next year for the CRL. Yeah, Billy Bounds, a 24-time winner. He actually had the most wins in the Golden Era. Then you have your Cup Series champion, Jalen Bounds, in the 5 car. JJ won 6 races last season in the Cup Series. 2 of them were probably a little BSE due to circumstances. But anyway, JJ still earned all those wins she ended up getting and ended up earning the championship. Actually, no, I think she had 5 wins. I'm sorry. I might have said 5 instead of 6 wins. I forgot. But yeah, she didn't really got her there to win the finale. She ended up last among the 3 female drivers going for the championship. It ended up pulling the championship off by 1 point. But still, it was a well-earned championship. And of course, JJ was driver of the year last year and stuff like that as well. And Jalen, really, I say my closest cousin right now, too, in this field. She did get a well-earned title here in 2025, or 3 well-earned titles 2025. Then you have the oldest driver in the field, Chris Bartlett. So Chris, my uncle who is married to my aunt, which I currently live at their house, they're actually out for Thanksgiving, so I get to be as loud as I want to commentate this race. And Chris Bartlett in this race, one of the Golden Era drivers as well, or another one Golden Era drivers. I forgot his win total. I think it's at 20 or 21. Daytona 500 winner, 2007 Cup Series champion. So yeah, Chris Bartlett does have some accolades to his name here in CRL. Then you have Emma Bartlett, one of his 3 grandchildren in his race. I forgot to mention, yeah, of course, the Bartletts are all grandchildren of Chris Bartlett in his race. Emma Bartlett, 3rd place in points in the Cup Series, and if it wasn't for Jalen Turner being a top 5 winning machine, she had an argument for winning the Cup Series title this past year as well, because she was very consistent this past year in the Cup Series, although she didn't, like Jalen Turner, didn't win until late in the year. But yeah, Emma Bartlett, still very solid and very good driver. I think she could still do very well and go for the Cup title this year. Just like I said with Gracie, might be a little bit of a struggle in the ratings area, but we'll talk about that more throughout this race. Yeah, Emma Bartlett, still a threat to win, and we'll see what she did today. Also, this past year, she did get her first CRL base title this year. Then you have, for the first time ever, my mother racing in the CRL. She's always actually wanted to be a driver in my series because, of course, my dad has raced. My sister's never raced. Of course, my sister just had her first kid, too. So I'm officially an uncle when his videos, of course, out as well. I've been an uncle for 2-3 weeks now at this point, about 2 weeks. But, yeah, Heather Yates in this field here, Daytona 51 car. So she was another one of the Golden Era drivers, won 14 or 12 races in the Golden Era, including a Coke 600 win there as well. So my mom, who I get some athleticism from along with my dad. I get the running part mostly from my mom. Yeah, I can still outrun her in 5K still. But I mean, she has ran 5Ks before. I mean, has won the race against the distance here in the CRL. So I mean, Heather Gates, she can be a threat here, or she was a threat to win back in the day apparently. But yeah, we'll see how she does here in this one today. Then you have William Bounds in the 28. So William, not a kind of a down year considerably, although he was a top 10 ranked driver this year based on total wins. But Williams had a down year in Cup Series because of his injury. He missed about 8 weeks, 8-9 weeks on the year. Came back, and didn't really get a win. Had a good run here or there, but I think this next year just really has to step it back up and get back to how he used to run here in CRL. But we'll see how he does there. Then you have Billy Yates, the inaugural first champion in the Cup Series in 2006. And, my first kind of, I guess, big rival, excluding Madison and Brett Campbell. But my only big rival made my first year for my first Cup championship back in 2010. Yeah, Billy Yates, I forgot his win total because it is a little over his Cup win total since he did run some other series or did keep on racing past the Golden Era, which some of these other drivers that are in this field from the Golden Era did not. That's only because I did not add them in the current pre-BMR era because I would have had to redo a lot of stuff there and I did not want to have to go through all that. But yeah, Billy Yates in 16. They have Joshua Bartlett in 17. And I feel like Joshua, he could be one of those quiet breakout drivers here. Not in a great starting spot tonight. But yeah, we could see him possibly do good here in the future. And yeah, Ivy Noble 92 car. He did get a top 5 at Martinsville near the end of the year. Even though that was a crap show Martinsville race. But yeah, we'll see how he does here in this one today. Jason Turner in the 29, a 12-time CRL winner, the father of all the other 3 Turner kids in this field today. And he is in this field here. Another one of the Golden Era drivers as well from back in the day. And finally, you have a driver making their CRL debut today, D.W. Petty. He just turned 7 back in September around the Cup finale date. And hey, he's a Campbell within this group family member. So he will be a new CRL driver. Also is from my hometown area kind of as well. So yeah, you know what? He's a new CRL driver this year. And we'll see how he does this year. I think he'll be the main one among this group, along with Ivy, that is running the amateur series full time next year. But yeah, DW will be start shotgun on field. He's unfortunately, like I said, this is his first race, so we don't know what he could do or how he could race here today in this one. And it's really just gonna be a learning experience tonight for him, most likely, in this 19 car field. So you know what? I've been yapping too much. Let's let this field roll on off here and get going for this race today. So yeah, Cale Campbell and Jet Turner on your front row. Yeah, Jet Turner was also had a shot for Cup title. I think all 3 of these Turner kids, they had a shot for the Cup title this past year. Jalen Bales, of course, ultimately won the Cup Series title. And then Emma Barlow was up there too. I'm going to turn his computer down a little bit as well. I can't remember. But yeah, so Cale Campbell going behind this one, the Georgia Southern scheme. And he's been really, I'd say, the most athletic one of all this group, too, of course, doing all these 5Ks and stuff. Heck, also what he's running in the military right now, but I don't want to do that because of this. But, yeah, Cale Campbell, Willie's here from the pole position. Jet Turner starting second here. And the 2025 Thanksgiving Special is underway for the CRL here at North Wilkesboro. Off turn 2 already, Caleb in the wall, and Jace Turner, he just threw in there for second place already around both his siblings right here. And Cale Campbell right into the lead. He did straight the wall a little bit there, and no damage on the fastball, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is a new North Wilkesboro. I have had North Wilkesboro in my game for a little while now, but this is actually a more updated version. The old version had was an older version, kind of weird looking. This one, yeah, I did a lot of track testing before this race. I had the AI set on the difficulty from my last Wilkesboro race I've done in this game. So they are said to be pretty close to 46 here in this one. We should hopefully have a battle for the win here in this race tonight. Hopefully, as long as Cale doesn't dominate. I mean, Cale started the pole for this one, so that does feel bad news for the field in this race today. But yeah, so this North Wilkesboro will actually be in the Cup Series next year. It'll be late in the season though. I did not schedule the amateur series here though for some reason. Yeah, so he's got a hiccup there as well. Yeah, right now, Cale Campbell early on this one. Jace Turner in second already in this one. I felt like, yeah, Jace would be a driver I could compete with here tonight. Caleb Turner, Big Campbell in fourth early on. So like I said, those groups you're going to see try to get top threes. Also, I will say there is a top three award in this race for the top three male drivers and the top three female drivers. Well, let's see, Caleb, Jace, Ben, we top three male right now. Jalen Turner, Grace Barley, Jalen Bounce, and Heather Yates actually in the top 10 would be in the other group here for that award even longer behind them. And Jet Turner started second, but yeah, he got someone in the outside lane here. So this North Wilkesboro, I'm assuming the bottom lane will be a little more dominant, the outside lane maybe not. I myself doing this testing and practices, I have seen where you can pass on the top. It might be a player only thing though. Yeah, but we'll see. Chris Bartlett is top 10 now. I think he's top 3 among the Golden Arrow drivers right now at the moment. Like I said, you know, some of the drivers just not sure what they'll do, especially all the Golden Arrow drivers on the technicality. None of them have really raced in 2009, like Chris, like Billy Bounds. Billy Yates, I mean, he raced this last year and has raced in 2012 in Custody. And Jason Turner after 09, of course, he got the first race here right now, bringing up the rear. But yeah, Cale Campbell leading early on here at North Wilkesboro. You know, Caleb, he was the winningest driver last year. I mean, he got 3 of the 4 Cup Series year-long format crown jewel wins, was 5th place in the Cup points, and only fell to 5th due to the fact that he was in the finale due to the car having some weird phantom issue. I still don't know what the issue was with the car. I guess there's something in the game that said and I feel like I have seen it before because I wasn't really messing my gauges up in that race or anything, and I just never bothered to go back and look at it. But you know, it's crazy funny though. Jace, I just remember, did almost win that finale. He ended up being in the runner-up position to Trinity Wells. Trinity got last lap pass, and of course, after that finale, there really wasn't any reactions from anybody. Of course, I didn't know like the day after the race. I came out and even say how upset I was about it, or maybe not have been. No, it was the day after. I remember I was doing it while doing a bunch of school pad school after my first class. But yeah, I was really upset about how the finale went because you know it was a big championship for Galen Bales to win, and I mean Jace had a good race there. Ended up fourth in standings. He passed me at the end of that race, and then Jalen Turner was supposed to be the title. But yes, right now Caleb and Jace kind of being the top 2 drivers in this field right now. Jalen Turner, Ben Campbell, Gracie Barley are top 5 early on here in North Wilkesboro. And I'll say too with this field here, I'm not really sure caution path. I mean these when I did these test runs, AI did kind of wreck it sometimes. So we'll see if they do here in this one. But I mean, yeah, we're still early in the race here in this one. But you know what does somebody not agree with me? And for some reason, the AI only want to break around me as well. So there's some amount of caution that's going to have to be this 4-6 car causing me for no reason, which I don't want to be having happen. But yes, Cale Campbell leading here early on here at North Wilkesboro. And I'm going to go ahead and actually go to spectator view for a bit, let y'all watch the field around for a little bit, since there's really not much else to talk about. We'll have more to talk about the drivers in a bit. But anyway, Cale Campbell leads early on here in Thanksgiving. Wow, I go to break as my parents are starting battle for 4th place. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm not cutting any parts of the video part of your life. I'm trying to make my Instagram story and it looks so blurry. now Jalen and Williams side by side in this race. Alright, back here from Wilkesboro. So, yeah, not much really going on the race here, and I think as it's going yeah, so, I guess I can officially say it. So, earlier this year, so my sister, now she's pregnant earlier this year and stuff, so she officially had a baby, actually, 2 weeks ago. So, yes, I am now Unc Caleb, I guess you could say, in this during this recording here. And, you know, this is my first race as an uncle, actually, playing up to this exhibition here in Wilkesboro. So, I will go and update too. My goal is starting next week is to start the Bush 04 season that I'll be doing. I think I'm gonna call it CRL Bush season. I'll probably do most of the races as posts on here. So my plan is also I have a new social media format for this video. My Instagram will likely have I'll try to do a lot of highlights of the race. I'll have a lot of like reels posted when the races are actually going on. I might make that account public. I only have it private because of name boss and stuff. You know, you get on Instagram. Twitter's really bad about it. That's why I don't really post on Twitter much. I mean, you have Twitter, but I don't really post on it. And in TikTok, I try making the TikTok, but it hasn't really got to be Instagram ones on a couple of drivers. Like, well, me, of course, my account. Funny enough, I got Jalen Turner on there. I got JJ, Caleb Felicio, and then there's another thing, Caleb Felicio. Got to go over eventually. I'm not going to reveal that just yet, but then Cam Spinner actually had followed it too under Cameron Perkins, I guess. So yeah, so we got a couple of the drivers there. I like to post a lot of reels there, and I'll post the same stuff here too after. And of course, you know, the official post for the race winner and stuff I'll tell there as well. And it's funny on my personal Instagram and stuff like that. Facebook will have everything posted still the same too, all the race stuff. I mean, I could do my own little page there, but I don't know, feel like Todd making it. I mean, heck, only like all that anyway. I was 93 Facebook friends. Yeah, I'm finally getting more people from the States Protected Roadhouse on there, and I mean, I have more people from Georgia Southern too on my Instagram now too. So I mean, they don't really see the account for all of this stuff, but I mean, of course, if I post race stuff, they'll be like, oh, like race car and stuff, and I mean that is you know, I gotta use my autism in a good way, not in a dumb way, but yeah. So Caleb Campbell, so if I end up doing winning races usually. I'll probably have most of them or the celebration posted on my main accounts. That's what I'm trying to get to instead of this. I have posted some teaser stuff, especially with the Discord 640 up front. I have posted a couple pieces. That's really about it. But it's just like, you know, I just don't know who all would actually be interested in really at all. Because, I mean, to be fair, with this current group I have down here, there's really not many people interested in racing. It's mostly baseball, country people usually. But, yes, it's really nothing compared to what I had in McDonald's. I had a lot of people like racing in McDonald's here. Compared to down here from my team. So, yeah, it's a lot harder to get drivers from down here compared to back where I'm from. And of course, I'm closer to refueling back home instead of here. But, I mean, we'll see if people do like the beginners racing. I mean, I do have one set of siblings from Glenville, Georgia. Of course, they had my aunt uncle's church that would be the amateur field next year. Yeah, Caleb Campbell kind of burning the field right now. Jace Turner now 3 seconds behind Jalen Turner in third. Big Hill Force, the top four that kind of stayed the same here. I think Grayson Bartlett back up here. Jalen Bowles, they're all kind of mixing around. Chris Bartlett's been up here a little bit. William Bowles is up here now. Yes, we got a little bit of a pack here. Sonny Bartlett's here. Madison Case, Nia Ferris all up here. And yes, Nia Ferris and Ivan Noble, they are also siblings. The only thing is, though, they have different last names for support reasons, I guess. But, yeah, the DW right now in the back of the field. Let's see who has the fast lap DW. Not too much battle on the lap here, but it just hasn't been able to. I mean, just like I said, learning the race here today. Yeah, 33 laps here. North Wilkesboro. Caleb Campbell still in the race lead. But yes, next year with the Cup Series. So I did also post a power ranking as well. Like I explained in it. What I explained in it, I feel like there are really 4 good drivers. So there's a new rating system. So, basically what this rating system has is the consistency. If the driver is actually very active on my socials or anything, I actually have their consistency kind of bumped up to the high setting for what I set up to. However, if there's a driver who has a really good consistency and they are not as active, they are tweaked down just a little bit. So, I don't know if that will really mess with any of the people, but for now, the top four are really kind of their own tier. Like it's me, Jet Turner, or no, me, Jace, Jalen Turner, and Jalen Bell are the top four, and everybody else is kind of on their own pedestal underneath that. The Bartletts, Megan Bell is just there. I think Megan could be a top five, could be the fifth best driver right now. Jet Turner, he'll likely get up there. He just hasn't really ran well on all the track types so far. I mean, drivers like that will likely jump up in the rankings eventually. But yeah, the other drivers, like I said, with Nia Ferris didn't really have a good year. I don't think her race will be that great to start next year. But I think too, when we run the Busch Series, I'll get a good sense in how drivers could run in real walk stuff for amateur and cup. And of course, if I do another series too, maybe some drivers will run better than they did in that Busch Series when we start running it. Yeah, so Daytona will start there, likely on December 2nd. I'll be working those races mostly on my off days. So when I run this last 5K, by the way, I might take a little bit of a break. There's one 5K going to in December. Then when I come back to school, I gotta figure out some of my stuff with school too as well for next semester. I mean, I have the schedule down and stuff. There is also 3 to 4 5Ks I want to try to do early next year so I can actually have a full year of 5K racing under my belt. And what's great about getting back to these 5Ks is I've actually been, like I said before, I've been getting more medals, like running better than I used to back in the day, especially in the turkey trots right now. I have actually obliterated my previous best in the 5K in a turkey trot. So I ran my first under 25K last week in the 1940, and my previous record before these 2 races was like 24 minutes in a 5K. I was the Dover cross country after then in November. So I just I was lazy till the turkey trot, ran that for fun, and then yeah, I never really done all those, and I think that's why I done ran for fun. But yeah, so back here in this year, me doing a lot of prep work. I mean, I'm with a run club here in my school, so that's one reason why I've been working. And yeah, one more of those races to go, then one more December, then next year I kind of have a set list of races I want to do next year down here in South Florida. If there's something when I come back home for the summer next year, I'll try to be, although it might be very hot in the summer. Anyway, Caleb is working on DW now for lapping him here. And I think what we'll do for now, as we're nearing halfway, is we'll actually let the field kind of go on by here. We'll probably do some on boards here for a little bit. As Caleb Campbell still holds the lead strong here at North Wilkesboro. Let's crank it up a little bit. my volume button also changes the cameras all the time. Yeah, so we just watched Caleb Campbell kind of just go right around both the Billies there. Excuse me, Billy Yates and Billy Bales, and he is coming up on a pack of basically the whole pack of the field that's right behind Jason Kalen here. Yeah, so Caleb Campbell coming up on Jason Turner, and now Ben Campbell. I guess Ben had a little trouble there. I think he got stuck on the outside somewhere. And then, yeah, like I said, I think the inside lane might be more recommended for the AI cars here than you just saw Caleb pass Billy Bales on the outside there. I think just for the show of it too. I mean, he also moved Billy Yates out of the way there. That's a great reason. Billy out of the way. Like, hey, get to my Thanksgiving play after running the 5K. Yeah, Caleb Campbell, right now starting to lap some of the field here in the back. And, yeah, Jace Turner in second. Jace actually is currently lapping DW right now, so I guess DW will get lapped by Caleb. Then Jalen Bales actually leads the pack that Caleb is on the back of right now, so we might see a lot of this field get a lap right here. But yeah, right now it's Caleb Campbell leads this race here at North Wilkesboro, 60 laps in. And yeah, the race Chris Bartlett and Jet Turner 3 wide right here with Bartlett and Turner. Yeah, Caleb is going to stay on the bottom lane there, and it looks like everything will be fine there. I think the tires might get a little worn out in that 46 car. Yeah, we can be North Wilkesboro, so Cup will be 30% racing still. So we'll see 120 laps when we come here. Then, what's the other thing? Amateur, I haven't really decided to link yet. I would probably do 25%. I want to do 20%, but I know especially with the plate races, fuel probably will come into play, especially at Daytona. Yeah, so I want to play safe there and not have fuel be an issue in that race. But yeah, Caleb currently is lapping the field. Emma Bartlett next, Matt C.H. Joshua, Tracy Bartlett all up here. Right in front, Caleb goes on the outside of Emma at the moment. But, yeah, we'll see how this one goes here for Caleb in this one today. Got a lot of Matt C.H. as well there in the issue. So, yeah, your group so far, your top three, Caleb leads overall male and the pre-B1 era. Jace Turner, Jalen Bales, second, third, fourth, all your CRL air drivers. Heather Yates currently leads the Golden Air drivers. And she's the only one in the top 10 right now. And it's like Chris Bartlett, Jace Turner in third. Ben Campbell was leading for a while, but he fell back there, and I think top three males is Caleb, Jace, and it looks like William Bales right now in sixth. Then Jalen Turner, Jalen Bales, and Heather Yates are your top three females in the race so far. And, you know, fun fact, too, I think I said it after the Cup. The top three in points for the first time ever actually was all female drivers. That's the first time ever for any CRL-based series where the top 3 points were all girls or women in the field. So that is one heck of an achievement that nobody saw happen, basically, except for all people that are these days. Because Caleb and Massive bump each other. Caleb struggling getting around some lap traffic right now here in North Wilkesboro. So, yeah, so will we get a caution here in a little bit? I don't know. As Caleb is just one way. Jalen Bales about to run down Jalen Turner for third at the moment. Yeah, and then, you know, like I said earlier, Caleb, Jace, and Jalen Turner were all, and Ben Campbell were all easily top 4, and Ben must have fell back. And now Jalen Bales, she's come to life here in this race. Jalen, you know, she didn't really have a pole in the Cup Series past year, but it seemed like she always had not too great starts in races, but she was always able to get her way through the field and come up there and win these races in the end, kind of being a bit of a Kevin Harvick style closer, you could say, at best. And I mean, it really helped well. I mean, at least, what, 5 wins this year in the Cup Series? Rockingham, Las Vegas, Talladega, Richmond, and Kansas. Heck, these two went ahead for the Kansas win this year, actually. And I think they might have been first and second at Richmond, too. I can't remember. But yeah, no, Jalen ended up winning Talladega. Ross Caldwell beat Nick Owens at Las Vegas. Would be at Kylie Martin at Rockingham, I guess. But, yeah, we're on lap 69. The nice lap here. 6-7 was a moment ago for your 6-7 fans watching this race today. But, yeah, because Caleb Campbell leads here in this one. And it's not like William Bales here. And, yeah, we'll just wait around here. 30 laps to go in this race here. And, yeah, Caleb, you know, Jace was close to him at first. And I guess the longer the run goes, yeah, it might have worn out a little more with the tires and stuff. So Caleb's been able to kind of pull away. This is what we might see a good bit of next year again, too. I mean, we saw a good bit this year where Caleb was able to just pull away with the car's tire wear. And I don't know, I mean, I did penalize myself some this past year trying to make the competition very close and fair. We might see some of that too here this year. I don't know. And there next year, I mean, it'll depend on how the next gen cars do race again. But I feel like too, the competition will be really good for Cup drivers. I mean, the amateur series, whenever Caleb's in it, he might dominate. The Turners are probably gonna have a good year in their 27 car. And I do gotta say too, I love their scheme they have as well. I love that scheme I made for them. Yeah, then of course me, Jalen, and Trinity are all running the 4-6 card, and then there's really nobody for the standalones or the finale yet that me or Turner have, or even the Barclays actually, because the races. Guys, we're working lap 72, just under 30 to go. Kale just lapped Jalen Turner, and he has just JJ and Jace, the three winningest drivers, active in his field, excluding Massey Yates, are now already 1, 2, 3. Jalen has the second most win, so Jalen and Jace are kind of flip-flop there, I guess, for top 3 of the active winners. But of course, we Massey Yates, still 98 time winner, really good there. And of course, Caleb, the winningest driver all the time, and honestly, ain't nobody can touch Caleb's records. I think there'll be celebrations for drivers get second Caleb's record 0 just because of his longevity, how long he's been racing, and I mean, heck, right now still being very athletic and just being very, very strong still. Yeah, Caleb is still going to be a beast here for the next few years, most likely 0. But yeah, we're nearing 25 laps to go, coming in lap DW for the second time now, and I think Caleb might try to let him get spun and cause a caution here. Just to go let there be a little competition caution, and yep, there we go. Sorry, DW, but we need a caution come out, and yeah, there goes the 1 car round. Caution is out, and I think Caleb will keep it in front of his mom here for his mom to be the first car lap down, come to the line. And Caleb Campbell does help bring out the caution. North Wilkesboro, not even have to watch that replay. It was just a little spin on the 1 car. And caution out North Wilkesboro, and we'll be back where the restart. Alright, back here in North Wilkesboro. So, yeah, Heather Yates is the lead car now. So, yeah, so your top 3 drivers are technically all the leaders right in the back. Jalen Mills, Bill Killen, Jace Turner. JJ stayed out on the track there on pit road. Caleb and Jace actually pitted. Will pit road got tires, and I think Caleb had some small tires. But yeah, he hit the wall first lap here. But yeah, they are the ones in the lead here. Yates will lead us off here in this one. DW on the inside lane. 20 laps to go here in North Wilkesboro. Likely the top 3 go for the win unless there is some more chaos here in this race. But right now, at the moment, the 51 car of Heather Yates, the 14-time CRL race winner, will lead us off here with Jalen Turner right behind her. William Bales, Mass Yates out here. Bottom lane, all cars that got trapped 1 lap down still after the caution. But we got to watch the top 3 here. It's Caleb, Jalen, and Jace here. 3 really good drivers in the current era. Now that Caleb just gave JJ a shot into the corner. And right now, as Caleb is looking for that race lead here, Jalen Bales right in the race lead. Jace right there behind the third there, all in the bottom lane, looking to drive past the lap cars here. Caleb and Jace, fresh tires. Will that be an advantage for them? And will it hurt Jalen here in the long run? As we're going through the corner, you're getting Caleb underneath Jalen. Oh, I think they made contact right there as they both get into each other. Oh, we have trouble in the front. There's a big pile of down the back straightaway. Multiple cars collected in this one. And we just had a big clog up on the backstretch. And caution's out, and I think Caleb Campbell is in the race lead, and he may have some damage. Alright, so we're actually right here. So Jason Turner, Ben Campbell, I think Gracie Bartlett, also they all just got into each other there right in the front of the field. All these cars were lapped down when this had happened. And yeah, so they all just got together right here to go down the backstretch and just caught up the whole rest of the field here. More cars did pile in after here. Let's look at Chris Bartlett real quick. I saw Caleb get into it a little bit. Oh, he actually ran into Chris. So yeah, you see the whole field just clogging up here. Yeah, Caleb got into some of it. Jalen Bell almost barely right there, and Jace just squeaked on by there. Yeah, so your top 3, they were all battling for the lead, and all of a sudden in front of them, a whole entire pileup happens. Fortunately, nobody is out of the race from this, actually. Everybody's car was okay in this one. Nobody Caleb did get the front bumper damage. And yeah, you see right there, they all got together. Caused a bit of a traffic jam coming out turn 2 here in North Wilkesboro. Let's watch. Yeah, they're racing, sister racing getting turned into the field. Because Jason and Ben both got together. And hey, at least we got a big one here in this race. Now, like I said, I wasn't sure if the AI would cause any wrecks or anything. Well, here's your one cause wreck that happened after the restart where the AI car is playing by Caleb Campbell. And yeah, Chris Bartlett there getting hit was actually by Caleb Campbell when trying to avoid the field that was wrecking. And yeah, Caleb, I mean, yeah, I did try to turn down a little more, but just didn't have a little bit of hood damage, but that should buff out for the end of this race here in North Wilkesboro. Now let's watch Caleb down here in this one. She was just looking to lead Caleb, but Caleb rushing with Chris and taking the lead at the same time. That is actually kind of funny right there, watching that happen right here. And then Jace Turner, who now is second place here, I think he got this race. Yeah, just kept on going. Jace okay after that one. All right, so we'll get one more on board here of whoever was in last, which is Ivy Noble here in this one. And we'll get back racing here as we are near to the end of this one. Alright, one more lap of green here. We will restart with 13 go here, North Wilkesboro. Actually, I think we will go here. I think Emma's going to mess up this restart. Yeah, let me go ahead and skip one more lap here. Yeah, I forgot Emma messed up this restart here, so we got to redo this again. Yeah, so Caleb Campbell will lead us here. Actually 12 to go on this restart now. And yeah, Caleb Campbell, a little bit of hood damage there. How will that 46 car react with that damage? I mean, Jace didn't get touched, and Jalen didn't get touched. However, Caleb and Jace do have the freshest tires in the field. Jalen, not so much. And can Heather Yates or Jalen Turner maybe make a run? I don't think anybody else has really been down pit road except for Caleb and Jace. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, Caleb and Barley, they are slowly going around the corner this time around. I think Caleb does not want to risk it this time. But yeah, so we're coming out turn number 4 here. Caleb will lead us back to this restart, and this will likely be for the end of the race here and for the win between Caleb and Jace here, as they do have the best tires. Green flag back in the air. Caleb Campbell gets a good restart, and it looks like Jace will try to be right behind him. Jace Turner on the outside lane. Caleb, his car does not shoot up too bad through 1 and 2, so I think he might be fine. But Jace Turner, he has a big run down the backstretch. Here comes Jace for the lead. Oh, and him and Jace both nearly made contact. 46 up the track, and Jace Turner takes the lead. Coming to 11 laps to go in this race. Can Caleb Campbell make his run back? Caleb is on, looking at the outside lane, right behind Jace Turner. And yeah, Caleb Campbell versus Jace Turner. Looks like this will be for the race win, as Caleb gets right underneath that 27 car. He is going to give Jace room down into 3 and 4. And Caleb watches up the track just a little bit on Jace. Not a lot to make contact. Now down the front straightaway. I believe it is now 10 laps to go. 27-46. Caleb Campbell, Jace Turner, 2 of the best male drivers in the last few years here in the CRL. And they are going at it for this win here on Thanksgiving Day. They have been really the class of the field all race. Caleb first, Jason been in second. And right now, as we're at 8 laps, 9 to go now. Caleb Campbell back to the race lead. Does Jace Turner have anything for Caleb Campbell here, the Lone Ranger? And you know, too, just looking at this year for Caleb in general, just everything that has gone on for him. I mean, it's really good for him to win his races. It's been really good to get back into all the 5K running stuff as well. I mean, just think about it. You know, losing his grandfather this year, all the relationships that kind of went south this year as well, and stuff like that. And I mean, you know, recently too, he's been really good for Caleb. But to come out here, come back to the racing, especially after how the finale went, him DNFing and the finale really not getting as much attention as it probably should have gotten. But yeah, you know, that's just how it goes with everything I do and disappointment. But anyway, as we're in the final few laps here, Caleb Campbell, a dominant run here today. In 2016, he won this race at Atlanta Motor Speedway in a photo finish over Jay Cooper. 2019, Little Rock Raceway, a photo finish over Kellett Hoover. And last year, we returned with this race for the fun of it. Caleb did kind of dominate that race in the 46 car in this game. And it looks like once again, he is dominated on this track. I mean, Jace gave a challenge there. JJ was in the lead for a moment. But yeah, Caleb Campbell, the Lone Ranger, has been just dominant all day so far. The winningest driver in this league, the most championships, everything. Caleb has the records for everything, literally. And as we are at 5 laps to go, and it's looking like this will be another Caleb Campbell win, barring something crazy happening here in the final few laps. Yeah, we're nearing the final laps here. Caleb Campbell in the race lead. You know, I'm going to go silent your last 2 laps here before we get to the end of this one. Yeah, Caleb Campbell currently leads the end of this one here at North Wilkesboro. Caleb in the race lead here, coming in 2 laps ago here. It looks like we will get lap traffic again. It looks like DW, Ivy back here, Billy Yates, Madison Yates, Chris Bartlett. I'll go over the top 3 awards in the race results for everything. Yeah, Caleb Campbell leading out here today, down 2 laps to go, right around DW Petty, and I think this could easily seal it. This lap traffic might be able to easily seal it even better for Caleb, but Jace, he is right there on Caleb, man. Jace Turner wants to win this race bad right here, and he is close. I mean, yeah, Jace Turner definitely could be a championship favorite this year, won the series here. White flag there for Caleb Campbell. And the Georgia Southern team, the Eagle, is going to once again have a dominant day here at North Wilkesboro. Down the backstretch for the final time. And Caleb Campbell is going to win the race. A big bump to Billy Bales there in the third turn. But it don't matter. Coming off turn 4 for the final time. Caleb Campbell wins the 2025 Thanksgiving Special on the 20th anniversary of the CRL. Caleb Campbell is your race winner. Jace Turner comes home in second, and it looks like Ben Campbell will be third. Gracie Bartlett, no, not Gracie in fourth. Jalen Bales will be in fourth. Yeah, no new tires for her. Now I think Heather Yates, no, Jason Turner maybe fifth. No, Jason Turner fourth. Okay. Yeah, Jalen Bales fifth. Sorry, I'm a little confused on how the results are, but yeah, Caleb Campbell, your race winner. Here he comes, and we're gonna let him do the celebrations here, as he is your winner here at North Wilkesboro. And he wins the first race after officially being an uncle as well. All the other drivers that are full-time next year not in this race watching, and they just saw Caleb Campbell come out here and dominate this one. Yeah, he is going to be a threat next year in the Cup Series. So, I mean, I don't think he'll win as much, but yeah, he's going to be up there in these races next year. He's lost the car on the wall there. Is he still doing the burnout there, I guess? Yeah, he goes to the front stretch eventually. I was waiting for him to go to the front stretch here. Oh, there was Victor Land's game. I could have pulled into on this track. Yeah, Caleb Campbell, your race winner in North Wilkesboro, and there he goes. He's going to pull the car to the start line and get out of the car, celebrate with the fans. And while we do that, I am going to go ahead and get your results up here for this race here from North Wilkesboro. All right, here we have it. I think this is the smallest result screen I've seen in a while. I don't even have to scroll down on this thing unless you want to hear all this stuff. But yeah, so Caleb Campbell, your winner in Thanksgiving Special, dominated this race day, led all but 6 laps today in this one. Yeah, great run for Caleb. So your overall winners, Caleb will be first, Jay second, Ben third in the male overall. Caleb would win the pre-B Martin era group over Madison Yates, so him and Madison be 1-2 there in that one. Yeah, Jace Turner wins the CRL Era 1. Jace, Jalen, and Jalen Turner, both Jalen's end up being top 3 in that one. Ben Campbell, Jason Turner, Heather Yates, your Golden Era top 3. Then for the female top 3, Jalen Bales, Heather Yates, and Jalen Turner. And, you know, they were the 3 more dominant girls in his race today. So good to them on that one. Yeah, Caleb Campbell does win the race here. Jace Turner, Ben Campbell, Jason Turner, your top 4. Then Jalen Bales 5th. Heather Yates, Jalen Turner all end up on the lead live by the end of this one. William Bales, Madison Yates, Gracie Bartlett, Nia Ferris, Emma Bartlett, Jet Turner, Joshua Bartlett, Billy Bales, Chris Bartlett. Chris was up there too in the top 10 for a good bit and fell back there late. Billy Yates, Ivy Noble, and D.W. Petty all running failure day in this one. So, this was just, of course, just for fun race to do here today. Another run edition of the Thanksgiving special, and of course, Thanksgiving Day, being thankful for everyone being around family. And, I decided, to bring this tradition back last year, and hopefully I'll keep it going for years to come. And, yeah, and also I'm gonna try to keep the tradition of me running turkey trots during November going as well. And I might do this triple next year, by the way, guys. That's what I mean by that. But anyway, thank you for watching this video so much if you did all the way through for this race. And 2026 content will come with some CRL races. I will probably get some of the races broadcasted, especially the Daytona 500, the 20th edition of the Daytona 500. And we'll see how that one goes. But anyway, for now, this is Caleb Campbell with the Camp Race League signing out. And I will see y'all in the next one.